welcome back to Draft Off with Tari and Amari. I'm Tari Kandemiri with my wonderful friend, Amari Pollard, and now the games have begun, baby.
Amari, I tried to be so strategic coming into this week. I was like, I know these captains are going to pick these players because X, Y, and Z. And while I was not right with any of my number one picks, well, kind of with one, I'll explain later, I still think my players are going to do what needs to be done in order to help me win this draft off.
I respect that. Respectfully, you're wrong. My players, especially my number one pick, listen, it's about to go down. So for this episode, we're going to share with you our top 4 picks for week 2. We saw the draft go down. We had some banter on Twitter, on Instagram. People voted on Amari's poll that she was going to beat me this week. They said her picks were better than mine, and I don't agree. Why don't I agree? Gotta start with my number one pick, Taylor Cummings, okay? Taylor, we know, is one of the most well-rounded players in all of lacrosse. We saw her especially shine at the draw controls in their game against Team Oldmiller. She had 10 draw controls that game and 12 draw controls on the weekend, rounding out 9 points. I mean, what else can we say? We knew she crushed it as a Terp, crushed it with Team USA, and now we're gonna get to watch her crush it this weekend. I think there's some points for me.
I mean, obviously, Taylor Cummings is the best of the best, so I'm not gonna fight you on that one. My top pick, Caroline Wakefield, was a great selection. I could have sworn that Kayla Wood was going to pick Caroline, and they played on the team together the first week. They have UNC history, and Caroline also did really well this past weekend. You know, she was there when the team needed her, taking up as much space as possible, and was there for the ground balls or to cause a turnover.
Going into our number 2 picks, I'm sticking to Team O'Donnell a little bit. That might be a theme this week. Kristen Carr, I just think she is one of the most phenomenal, consistent defenders that I have ever seen. Having seen her and Amber McKenzie kind of holding down the defense, being strong on the defense for that team and helping power the midfield and the offense, I had to go with her. The experience, not only is she played in North Carolina, she plays for Team USA, and now she's gonna crush it in the pro leagues.
We need to talk about Marie McCool. Marie. We said it last week. You need to watch out for her speed. You need to watch out for her reach. She was so dominant on the draw control this weekend. She didn't go a game without getting less than 3 draws. She also had 7 goals, 2 assists, and was consistent throughout the field with 5 ground balls and 5 caused turnovers. This all earned her the MVP spot, and I'm pretty darn confident she will probably find herself within the top 4 this coming weekend.
I have a counter for you. Hallie Majorana. I think my favorite thing about this league is that we get to see players that graduated maybe a couple years ago, had been coaching full time. We haven't really had a chance to watch them play since then. And I think Hallie is one of them. She had 11 points this weekend and just stood out. She was on fire, scored the first goal of the season, the inaugural Athletes Unlimited lacrosse goal.
I counter your very good pick with Nicole Levy. I mean, as a Syracuse native, I have to root for a Syracuse grad. She is thriving in this league. I think Team Oldmiller in general, as we know, they were the team that came out with the win this weekend. I think they just meshed really well together. She came out strong in her first game against Team Benson, arguably probably her best game. You know, when she chose to go to the goal, she went hard. She was there and making herself available for teammates. And ultimately, I just think she's gonna only get better as the weeks progress.
Looks like we're kind of favoring Syracuse a little bit because my final pick is Amber Hill. Amber played at Syracuse and is also a member of the Haudenosaunee women's national team. She gave a beautiful Thanksgiving, thanking the creator for the game of lacrosse, thanking the creator for the chance for us to watch, for people to play. And it really set a beautiful tone for the whole weekend. But she's amazing in goal. I think her communication is great and just able to get those clears out to her team, to her defense. So I'm excited to watch her play as well. I think that it's just going to be so much fun to get to have a front row seat.
To keep on goalies, I want to talk about Britt Reed. I mean, again, Team Oldmiller did their thing this weekend. Between her and Katie Glynn, they were forces in the cage. I mean, they gave all these teams trouble, and Britt did not go below 0.4 save percentage. So I think she will do super well with Kayla Turner this upcoming weekend, and I'm just excited to see what all of them do.
I agree. You know what? I say there are no bad picks. Obviously, I'm going to win this week. I'm going to have the players with most points combined, but I wish you the best of luck. Tune in this weekend to see whose teams do the best between the two of us and which of the 4 teams does the best all weekend long. You can go to auprosports.com for the schedule and ticket information. And don't forget to tune in to Draft Off next week to see who we draft. Thanks for tuning in.